Alright, so I tried my headband on and it fits. I'm excited. It actually looks sort of cute without a bow. I mean, if you're not a girly girl and you just want an ear warmer, it does the trick. So there it is. The next thing we're going to do is make the bow. It's actually deceptively simple. All we're doing is making a rectangle. So as the pattern says, we're going to cast on 8 stitches. And we're not knitting this in the round, but like I said, you can use your circular needles for anything, so we'll just go ahead and use them. So we're going to cast on 8 stitches, and then we're just going to work in stockinette stitch, which is knit 1 row, purl 1 row, until we have 9 inches of a rectangle. So you know how to do that. I'll catch up with you when that's done. I knit my 9 inches of stockinette stitch, and I just bound off. And I'm just going to leave a tail to sew up the seam, about that much long, maybe like, 3 times the length of the seam that you need to sew up. And we'll just go like this. And there's many different ways that you can seam this together. I'm just going to do a very quick way that I kind of taught myself to do. It's not really the right way, to be honest. Or the way that looks the best is to do a mattress stitch, and that's where you take a tapestry needle and you use that to sew the seams together. But we're not going to see this seam, so it's really going to be hidden, so we don't really care. So I'm just going to use my quick little way of using a crochet hook. So I'm just going to use this and just kind of go through the stitches, and then using this long tail that I have specifically for the seam to just kind of quickly whip it together. It's not important really how it looks. So once you've got those two ends seamed together, you now have this loop, which looks like this. You should weave in these ends that we have here, because we can't, once we make the bow, it'll be harder to weave them in. So let's just do that real quick. With weaving in ends, again, you can just use a crochet hook. You can also use a darning needle, which is another way of doing it. There's no specific way to really do it. You just kind of want to hide the tails, and you can do that by just kind of sticking your crochet hook through the different stitches and just pulling the yarn through. And you only need to do it for maybe like an inch or two, just so it doesn't come out and it's like securely in there, and you don't have to worry about it coming out because it's unsightly. But really, you're just kind of trying to like tuck it away. So, alright, so we got those in there, and I can just cut off the remainder, that's plenty. And then, yeah, we'll just turn this inside out. We're just going to weave this end in. Again, you just want to, take it through a few stitches so that it's tucked away and it's hidden on the inside of your knitting, of course. We don't want this to be on the outside. We just want it to hide, be tucked. So we got that there. So we're going to take the bow here, this loop that we've created, and we're going to have a seam at the back. And we're just going to put that seam against the headband here, next to where this long tail is that we're going to use to wrap around this loop and the headband to create cute little bow that makes this headband so cute. So all you're going to do is you're just going to have to like play with it, but you're just going to be wrapping the two together, and we just want to make sure that the bow, looks even on each side, so that we're wrapping it around the center of that loop. And then we're just going to use your muscles, wrap around like so. So, after a few times, going to be like pretty much in place, and you can kind of like play with it, and then at that point you can just wrap it as many times as you want. And then we just want to secure this in the back. So again, we can use our crochet hook and then just kind of like pull the yarn through and create a knot so that it's secure. Just do that a couple times. And then again, we just want to weave that in, and you can just kind of weave it wherever. I might do it over here. Since it's on the inside, you're not going to see it. Just pull it through a few stitches and it should be good. I mean, this one, even if it came, I mean, we don't want it to come undone, but if it did, nothing crazy would happen. Just do it for a few, cut it off, like so. And then I think that's it. I think we have a headband here. And just do a couple more little adjustments, make my bow look pretty. And then there you have it. And now I can put it on. And I have a cute little headband with a bow. Isn't that cute? Another thing you can do if you don't want this big Mickey Mouse bow is you can tack down like the ends to the headband like this, so it just like looks a little bit flatter, and you might prefer that look better. But otherwise, I think we did a good job. I would love to see your project, so please send me a picture. You can email me at girlyknits@gmail.com, or you can post it on Ravelry, which is super fun, because then all the other knitters on Ravelry can see your project as well, which and comment on it and, you know, get ideas for what they want to do for their headband. So I would love that. And yeah, again, I'm Lauren from Girly Knits. You can find more of my patterns at girlyknits.com, facebook.com/girlyknits, and yeah, come be my friend and show me your projects and let me know if there's anything else you want to learn. I'd be happy to teach you. Bye!